Let's learn about lipids. Lipids are one of the four main macromolecules we find in biology. And the monomer of a lipid is fatty acids sometimes. One unique characteristic about lipids is that they're all hydrophobic. Some examples of lipids are like fats, oils, phospholipids, steroids, and waxes. Let's go into their structure a little bit more in detail. So first of all, lipids are only made of carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, and very rarely will you find phosphorus. Like I said before, most lipids are made of fatty acids, but not all. Fatty acids are long chains of hydrocarbons ending in a COOH group. That basically means there's just a lot of carbon and hydrogen right in a row, like in these images. These molecules or these fatty acids are non-polar, which means they're hydrophobic. And that means they do not like water. They repel water. Some examples of lipids that are made of fatty acids are phospholipids, waxes, and fats. You can see this phospholipid, this is what makes up the membrane of a cell, is made of two fatty acids here. Phospholipids also have this phosphate group, which is the reason why very rarely will we find lipids with this phosphorus. This fat molecule, otherwise known as a triglyceride, is very close to a phospholipid, but it has three fatty acids instead of only two. And lastly, waxes, which are made of alcohol and fatty acids. Now, before when I said most lipids will be made of fatty acids, there is one group that's not made of fatty acids, and they are known as steroids. All steroids are going to have this 4-carbon ring structure, and the different functional groups around those rings are going to determine the function of that steroid. For example, all of these steroids have that common 4-carbon ring structure, but they all have different functional groups. These functional groups will determine the structure of the steroid, which determines the function of that steroid.